Well, hello and a very warm welcome back to the channel. I'm continuing my theme tonight of everyday nightscapes. I'm back at my local windmill, which is just about a quarter of a mile or so outside of the village in which I live on the edge of the Cambridgeshire Fens. And tonight I'm here with one particular composition in mind. It's a composition I won't be able to get again, unfortunately, for another 1,350 years. It is, of course, Comet LEMMON, which finally tonight, hopefully, I will be able to capture. I've had some terrible weather for astro here over the last few weeks, and today has been exceptionally cloudy, except until about an hour ago, where it started to clear a bit over in the western sky. And so I'm going to grab my chance while I can. Now I'm hoping to use quite a long focal length tonight, either 85 or possibly 135 millimeters, and I hope to track my shots as well. The problem with that is it's quite windy as well, so certainly that big 135 millimeter lens could very well act like a sail on top of the star tracker, but it will be a good test of the move shoot move Nomad. I've shot at 135 millimeters successfully before, and I definitely want to be getting that kind of focal length for the kind of size of comet that I want in the frame. We're about 40 minutes away or so from true darkness. I'm going to go and find the location from which I'm going to shoot. I'm very glad you could join me. Let's get on with it. Okay, well, this hopefully is the last foreground shot that I'll be shooting. I'm with the Canon 6D, an unmodified one, so stock, with the Samyang 135mm f2 lens. And I've shot a variety of exposures, some of them at f4, ranging from about 3 seconds at ISO 1600 up to about 30 seconds at ISO 1600. And right now I am shooting at ISO 3200 f2 and 30 seconds with long exposure noise reduction on, and that's so that I can just get a little bit of shadow detail in the very near foreground. It's only kind of scrubby, grassy-ness. It's not potentially that interesting, but it sits just in front of the windmill here, and I don't just want to get a windmill silhouette. I want a little bit of detail in the brickwork and everything as well. So hopefully this shot will bring it out. Certainly, if I look at the detail in that, I'm getting some nice detail there in the windmill itself and in some of the foreground this side. So that's my foreground's done. I'm going to get down off this bank, which is a bit treacherous. There's a big drop down here, which I've fallen down a couple of times. Get myself on the flat over there, set up the tracker, then it's time to get the sky shots done. Now, what's going to be quite interesting here is trying to find this with a 135mm lens. So a little trick for a bright comet like this is, first of all, to take a very quick image on your mobile phone, which almost certainly will find it, and it has done indeed, and then track it down in the sky. So I need to go just above those clouds over there. Right, almost got the comet in the frame there. Let's see if that is any better. I've just knocked it back out of frame, so I'm just going to pull it back, but we're nearly there. It's quite difficult with a ball head like this to get the sensitive movements that you really need with a 135mm lens. Hopefully that captures it nicely. Ah, fantastic. Yes, indeedy. There she is, looking fantastic. You can really see a bit of that green tinge as well. So I'm not going to waste any time here. I'm going to try to see what 30 seconds at ISO 800 looks like. Oh, maybe, yeah, we'll try 800 to start with. I'm a bit worried about the wind, but hopefully it'll be okay. And then we'll see if we can bump it up maybe to a minute. Okay, let's check out that 30-second exposure. Histogram's looking great actually. I'm going to carry on with that sort of exposure, I think. Yeah, you can really see the tail trying to go right across the frame. In fact, I'm tempted to shift the camera up just slightly here. Just a smidge. Don't want to wreck that composition at all though. There we go, that'll do. Right. One more. And you can probably see behind me, the cloud is starting to come in a little bit, so it's a bit of a race against time. It's so cool to see the comet on the back of the camera here, and it's looking beautiful. I think that green colour will really come out nicely. The tail is looking super long. Hopefully this is framed slightly better on this, and I can just launch off a load of 30-second images. I certainly don't think I need any longer than 30 seconds here tonight. That is looking beautiful. Okay, so I'm on 30 seconds, ISO 800. I am at f2, which I'm actually just going to close down to f4, maybe, or what am I at there? f3.2. I'm just going to bump the ISO up to 1250. Hopefully that'll make the comet a bit sharper. Let's see. Well, I'm super pumped to have got this tonight. I'm fighting a little bit of cloud right now in that direction, but I must have got maybe at least already 6 or 7 30-second exposures, which are clean. Hopefully I'll get a bit more once this cloud bank passes through. And that's a lot better than the last time I tried to capture a comet over the windmill last year with Tsuchinshan-ATLAS. And I remember sprinting across the field over here and just about getting there in time, capturing one shot before the cloud rolled in again. A very ropey shot, but still it was a comet over the windmill. Hoping tonight's will be a little bit better, particularly once this cloud disappears. Well, I've got to be honest, these clouds are definitely not helping me. it looks like it's going to be set in for probably the next hour, although the clouds are moving quite quickly. The trouble is, in an hour's time, the comet is going to get so low, it's going to be stuck in all that murk on the horizon, and the quality of image I'll capture just won't be very good. I suspect what I need to do here is just wait around for maybe another half hour or so, just see if I can maybe double the amount of data that I've got already, which would be very useful if I can. But if not, I'll just have to stack what I've already got, which is better than a single shot. I probably, as I say, got maybe 5, maybe 7 shots to stack. Definitely would have liked more, but it's better than nothing. Well, I think it's probably wishful thinking that I'm going to get any more images of the comet tonight. This cloud in the west is just proving very, very stubborn. It's not getting any thinner, and every minute that passes, the comet is getting lower and lower in the sky and getting stuck in all that murk on the horizon. So any images that I do get are just going to be worse and worse quality, unfortunately. So I'm going to call that a night tonight. I'm hoping that with the data that I did get, I'm still going to get a pleasing image of this comet over the windmill here. It was an amazing alignment that I really, really want to come off and to be able to have something to show for it. This has been, I think, quite an interesting comet. I've seen some fantastic images online of it. Hopefully some of you also managed to capture some images. Do let me know in the comments rather, if you have. I'd say it's been a reasonably bright comet, nothing like Neowise, not as bright as Tsuchinshan-ATLAS last year, but certainly a comet that's been bright enough to do some useful nightscapes with. It's just a shame it's coincided with such poor weather in this part of the UK, but these things happen. Maybe that's what makes it even more special when you do get an image that you are proud of. If you got this far, thank you very much indeed for watching. I really appreciate you coming along for these journeys. And I'll put up on the screen in just a second the image that hopefully I got tonight. And I look forward to seeing you on another Nightscape adventure very soon.